Welcome. Thanks for joining us. The show brings you a matchup of division rivals. It's the Pittsburgh Pirates going up against the Cincinnati Reds. First pitch coming your way next. Now the third baseman, Brian Hayes.
The third baseman, Brian Hayes.
And the pitch. And he grounds one to the right side. Dives, but it kicks off his glove. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they get it out of the play. Here's O'Neal Cruz. First pitch doesn't find the zone. Lifted in the air, right center field. Friedel on his way over. And there are 2 outs. 2 outs, base is empty. Hunter Renfroe, the next Pirate to hit.
Seems like he's making contact with everything lately. 10 hits in his last 5 games.
Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. And a good eye there.
He's been raking in recent games, and a big reason why, getting ahead in counts. He's been able to do that consistently, and you see the results.
The throw to first, and that is that. In now for the Reds, Will Benson. Pitch. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Just missed.
As a veteran out there on the ball, you're trying to establish both edges of the plate. Right here, he's working inside.
Next offering is in for a strike. Liner to second and picked on the hop. The throw. One gone, bottom half of the first. And now the center fielder, T.J. Friedel. And the pitch is in for a strike. 0-1. Good eye in that spot.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And another ball. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
That is good. The second baseman,
Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds.
Definitely scuffling at the dish lately. Only 2 hits over the last 5 games.
And he deals. And a curve is down and in.
I got a ball, 1 strike.
Fought off foul. The 1-2. Hit on the ground to the right side. And it's through for a hit. Lead runner touches second, headed for third. Over to third, but the throw's offline.
2 consecutive base hits for these guys here. Not much to this one, although there's just a willingness to go the other way and put the ball in play. That's a team at bat right there. Nice job of staying back and letting the ball get deep.
Ellie De La Cruz in the box now. Takes strike 1. To short, could be 2. Slings to second. What a double play that was. Inning over. New inning getting started. Now it's the DH, J.D. Martinez. The wind of the pitch. Swing and a miss as he was late. Martinez starting as the designated hitter. Batting in the cleanup spot. And he was selected for the All-Star game last year. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. On the ground to third. Sends it across to first. And Martinez is out. Ryan Reynolds here. So we'll see what the former batting champ can do here, Chris. And a foul ball. And the pitch. That misses the zone, and the count is 1-1. There's a swing and a drive. That's back. And that is gone. And the Pirates take the lead. It's 1-0.
With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard. Really good swing there. Patient and waited for it. It was like BP all over again.
One down. And now, Gabriel Moreno. Close, but call the ball. And that's ball 1.
Count 1-0.
And it's fouled away. One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss.
I think he was a little excited there, saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up. He wants to have a good at bat.
And a pitch. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. And another ball. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. That's a hit. So he gets a hit after a long battle with the pitcher.
Well, he really had to battle for that one. Man, that was so fun to watch. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's great work right there.
Ezekiel Duran stands in now and watches strike 1. Drilled out towards left center field. That's well struck. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Oh, the throw is over his head. Hung up in a rundown now. And he's out. But one run is in to score. At the plate, Jack Sawinski. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs, base is empty. That one missed. Right through there for a strike. That one down the line. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. And we're back. Here's the left fielder, Spencer Steer. And the pitch. Curveball over for a called strike. On the ground, Miranda steps on first for the out. Now at the plate, Christian Encarnacion Strand. And that one is lifted in the air. Reynolds gets under it. Out number 2. 2 outs, base is empty. Profar climbs in on that left side. Line drive, base hit. And that keeps the inning going. Yanni Hernandez, the next to hit for the Reds. Ball 1, no strikes. Profar leads off first with 2 down to the inning. Right through there for a strike.
1-1.
Foul ball. Two outs.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouls that off to the left, and will do it again. The pitch. And they'll do it again. And the righty deals. Now it's 3-2.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Swing and a ball lifted left field. Reynolds makes the play, and it's out number 3. On to the 3rd inning, and here is Jose Miranda. Williamson back to work. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. Friedel hauls it in, and there's one away. Back to the top of the lineup, Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. 0 for 1 so far. In there at the knees, 0-1.
0-1.
1 out, bases empty. And foul ball. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away.
Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there was just no one there to knock it down.
O'Neal Cruz now at the plate. In there at the knees. Man at first, 1 away. That one in the dirt, and the count even 1-1.
Well, with the amount of pitches that can end up in the dirt, a good secondary lead. Doesn't have to get away from the catcher.
And he can't come up with it. And he's going to make it to first, and we'll see how they score it. Hunter Renfroe at the plate. Grounded out his first time up. And ball one to the right fielder. That's out to center field. Settles underneath it. Hauls it in for the out. So first and second with 2 outs. J.D. Martinez, the next Pirate to hit. Swing and a miss. And that is strike 1.
Well, I know they've gotten out to an early lead, but you don't want to take these opportunities for granted. With 2 outs, still lock in with a quality at bat.
Has some trouble with it. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And now it's going to be Brian Reynolds. He's already homered here in this one. Fastball for a strike.
0-1.
Hayes at third. Cruz on second. Martinez on at first with 2 down. Line drive, base hit, 1 run is in. The throw in, not in time. He's safe, and they lead by 4.
Oh, a huge 2 RBI swing of the bat right there. Showed a willingness to drive that pitch the opposite way. Didn't get jumpy, didn't try to pull the ball. He let it get deep.
Oh, now this is blasted. Way back there, on its way, gone. A gigantic blast. And they add on. It's 7-0.
Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Touki Toussaint takes over on the mound.
And he's had 3 days off since he pitched last, so expect him to be totally rested. I'm sure he's itching for this opportunity right now.
So 2 down, the plate for Pittsburgh. Ezekiel Duran. Down the line. And that will drop foul. Next offering in there for a strike. And the count is 0-2. Ball 1 there. The Pirates up big in this one here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout. And welcome back to the ballpark as we go to the last of the third. And now the catcher comes up to hit, Adrian Del Castillo. And first offering is fouled off.
Clearly down in this ball game, and you can't look at the deficit and try to get it all back in one swing. It's got to come one at bat at a time.
Oh, now this one's high and deep. Way back there on its way. No. And they're on the scoreboard. It's 7-1.
Well, he put a really nice swing on that one. Everything was on time. Took a direct path to the ball. Excellent extension, and just drove it out of here. Nothing better than when the ball jumps off your bat like that.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. And first offering is fouled off. And here it comes. He swings and fouls one off.
The real threats are coming up. Already given up a home run in this inning. He's going to really have to bear down.
That one ripped. That's down. One hops off the wall. Throws to second. Not going to get him. He's in there.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. What a great swing on it, and man, he wasn't fooled at all.
Friedel takes a ball as he stands in for the second time. Right through there for a strike. Late with the swing there.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
2 strikes. 2-2 the count.
In the dirt. Runner holds tight as the count moves to 2-2. Man at second. Ground ball right side. Gathers and throws to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And now here is Matt McClain. 1 for 1 with a single so far. That one finds the zone, and it's 0-1.
Part of the order coming through now, and with 1 home run already in this inning, they're definitely looking to do some more damage.
Bounce to the left side. Fair ball. Runner from third comes across. It's 7-2. Throws to second. In there safely.
It's a run on the board and picks up an RBI. There's something about pulling one down the line and shooting it through the infield that's just so satisfying as a hitter. It's just fun turning on a pitch like he did right there.
De La Cruz, the next to hit, takes ball 1. On the ground to the left, and that's just foul.
The Reds signed Ellie in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Ellie's.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. Going, gone. He circles the bases. It's their second home run of the inning, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 7-4.
Took on a big part of the yard for that home run and just barely got it over the wall. I thought for a second he brought it back out there too. He gave it a great effort, but you know those plays are so tough to pull off, and I'm sure he'd love to have another shot at it.
So 1 out, nobody on. And the batter now, Spencer Steer. Fastball for a strike.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Ellie was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
Swing and a fly ball in the air out towards right center field. Renfroe pulls it down, 2 away.
It's a good recovery, though, after giving up the home run. Not allowing it to stay in the head, but going to work at the next hitter, and a tough one at that.
Encarnacion Strand in the box now. No balls and a strike. Just off the outside edge, and that's ball 1. Right-hander kicks, deals. Out to center. Sawinski under this one, and makes the play, and that's out number 3. Here at Great American Ballpark, on to the 4th. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Jack Sawinski. The pitch. Lined, and that's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. You see a ball come off the bat like that, you know it was pretty much a perfect swing. And for me, I start wondering, and I'm looking on the computer, what was the exit velocity? This time 106. You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chance.
Runner on the move. Ball misses. Throw to second, and great jump. So if they're looking to feast, are you saying they've already got a plate but are looking to go back for seconds?
Yeah, I'd say something like that.
Swinsky leads off second with nobody out. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and one gone. So the lineup flips over. Keep Ryan Hayes, the next Pirate to hit. Ground ball up the middle. Tosses to first. 2 down.
Good sinker low in the zone right there and produced exactly what he was looking for. Ball on the ground. Nice ground out.
Whoa, that's down.
And the 1-0. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did.
1-1.
Oh, and this one gets away. And the wild pitch will play to run. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. In the air, right field, pretty well struck. Benson going back. Pulls it in on the warning track. Back here in Cincinnati. Now batting Jurickson Profile.
Designated hitter.
The pitch. And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
Well, these Reds really impressing me with the quality of their at-bats in this one. It's been fun getting a chance to see them go to work. 5 of their hits have come from at-bats where they were behind in the count, so they're really battling up there.
Falling behind 2-1.
And even if they don't want to make it a habit of falling behind, they're doing a great job of making the most out of it. I think that's contagious throughout the lineup.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-2.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
The kick, the 3-2. And that's ball 4. It wasn't easy, but he earned that walk after a long at bat. And at first, next for Cincinnati, Yanni Hernandez. And a foul ball. Kicks and fires. That's a base hit. Just kind of sliced that one into center. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Everything was on time and fluid in that swing. Got a pitch he could get the barrel on and lined it into center for the knock. This ball was
on the mound now for the Pirates, Bailey Falter.
Well, this could be a tough first test for him right here. His numbers against lefties aren't great this season.
And now Adrian Del Castillo in the air on the infield. And the infield fly is called. So the batting order turns over. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. And takes low for ball 1.
Not the easiest thing when you're talking about a guy that's, you know, perhaps is going to be in the rotation, or maybe a long relief guy, to not start an inning, to come into an inning with pressure on it and try to get yourself comfortable.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Slider got him for strike 3. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. 1 for 2. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Up and in, and now it's even 1-1. Into center and a base hit. Around third, fires it to the plate. He's safe.
Makes himself up around the eye. Pretty good spot, hard and inside, but that's a perfect example of keeping your hands inside the ball, tight to the body. The ability to take that back up the middle shows his approach is to use the entire.
Well, going to pause on that thought, as that'll do it for the inning. Ready now for the 5th inning. At the plate for Pittsburgh, Hunter Renfroe. As he turns on the rubber, and with that good live arm delivers. And first offering is fouled off.
You know, these Pirates putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
The batter.
So man aboard, and Martinez. Foul ball there. Ground ball left side, could be 2. There's 1, and that's 2. Brian Reynolds, the next Pirate to hit. He's already homered in this game. Toussaint, 29 years old. He joined the team as a free agent.
Wow. That's not even close to the zone.
2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. And there's a ball.
2 strikes.
Hit hard, that gets through. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Seems like he got exactly what he was looking for right there. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Moreno, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1. Reynolds, the runner at first with 2 gone. He caught it behind his back. Nicely done for the out. And we're back. And now the shortstop, Ellie De La Cruz. The pitch. And that one hammered. And it's off the wall, but foul.
So here's a fun note on Ellie. He became the youngest player in high A ball to homer from both sides of the plate in the same game, and it gets better. He did it again 2 games later. Those are the type of games that tend to get you
through to second, not in time. He's there easily.
Another multi-hit game for him. He's been really hot lately. Other than ripping one into the gap or blasting one over the wall, not a whole lot.
Slice to right, and that's a base hit. Rounds third, headed for the plate. He scores, and it's now a 2-run game.
Well, that started and ended pretty quickly. No messing around right there. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
And that one fouled off. Here comes the 0-1. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
0-2 is the count.
Ground ball left side, could be 2. Hayes to first, and that's the first out in the bottom of the 5th. Jerks and Profile, the next to hit for the Reds. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. And this is inside. Man at second. That's to third. Fires across the diamond. Profar is out. Now, Yanni Hernandez.
Well, there's a lot riding on that at bat right there. Nice job of the pitcher to bear down, make the pitch, get the ground ball. Excellent piece of work.
Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Last half of inning number 5. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Can't trust that life online.
All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Digging in, Ezekiel Duran. A wind in the pitch. And that's in the dirt.
Ball 1, no strike.
Down and in, moved his feet. Wouldn't chase that time.
Well, I would expect in this 3-0 count, you're taking all the way. See if they'll walk you.
And he walked him on 4 pitches.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted at first base with a quick free pass.
Man at first. Up next for the Pirates, Jack Sawinski. In the dirt.
0-1's the count.
Nice job behind the plate there. Duran gets his lead at first with nobody out. There's the swing and a miss.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, so the smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
And down on strikes. And 1 out now. Jose Miranda, the next Pirate to hit.
Jose Miranda.
And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Steer gets under it. Puts it away for the out. So the Pirates batting order turns over. Brian Hayes getting ready to hit. 1 for 3. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss.
Well, if he's going to steal second, you want him to go early in the count. That way he's not a distraction to the hitter at the plate. Go ahead and get it out of the way so the hitter can focus on the pitch.
2 outs. Swing and a miss. Had him out front for strike 3. Back here at Great American Ballpark, here's the catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. That one's in there. It's 0-1. Lifted in the air down the left side, and that'll fall for a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
That's a ball that a lot of times you'll see the shortstop or left fielder be able to get to if it hangs up in the air long enough. But right there, it just died and found a way to drop in on the green stuff for base hit.
With the tying run at the plate here in the bottom of the 6th. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. On the ground to third. Sneaks through, base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
Well, that may end up being an at-bat we go back to later on when this game is over. Just a simple ground ball the other way that had eyes on it, man. Sometimes that's all you need to do. Just let the ball travel, put the ball in play, and just hope it finds a hole.
First and second, no outs. TJ Friedel, the next to hit for the Reds. He was late there, strike 1. Drive, base hit. Around third. He'll score easily. And now they trail by 1.
Well, back within 1 as he brings home the run. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on a line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Gets the slider in there for a strike. Tying run and scoring position here in game 1 of this 3-game set. Base hit into the outfield. Headed for the plate. Here comes the throw. The tag. And he's out. So now here's the Reds cleanup hitter, Ellie De La Cruz.
At the dish, looking to lift the ball in the air in this spot. Anything but the inning double play, Bird.
And the pitch.
Oh, that's low.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
That one finds the zone. 2-1 now.
Really been able to slow down the game tonight with his at-bats.
1 at second. Double play. What a twin killing to end the inning. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Mauricio Llovera.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
Well, 1-run game at the plate for Pittsburgh. O'Neal Cruz. Swing and a miss. That's strike 1. The shortstop takes the ball. And now 2-1 after that missed inside. And another ball. Righty delivers. Swing and a base hit. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Hunter Renfroe, the next Pirate to hit. Outfield deep here, tried to prevent anything. Now a move being made for a pinch hitter. COL W. A runner at first for him, nobody out. That one misses. Ball one. Runner at first with no outs here. On the ground to short, could be two. Touches the bag for one. Up to first, and that is a double play. J.D. Martinez stands in.
Very composed play from the shortstop position right there. And that was a perfect decision. Go ahead, take it yourself, get to second, and then fire to first. Make sure you get those two outs.
And that's a base hit. So he gets on base and keeps it going. Now the left fielder, Brian Reynolds. 3 for 3, 2 singles, and a homer. Deep drive down the line. Foul ball. High fly ball, right field. Sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. So remaining in the game defensively, COL W. He'll be the new right fielder after entering as a pinch hitter. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Kevin Kelly on a pitch out of the pen here.
He doesn't get a lot of strikeouts compared to other relievers, so he relies on getting that soft contact and the defense doing the work behind him. They'll have to be on their toes with him on the ball.
And he deals. That one off the mark, and that is ball one.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
That one is absolutely belted. One hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a leadoff double.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Now we'll see if they can pick up that tying run and start us over here in the late innings.
And now Christian Encarnacion Strand with the go-ahead run at the plate. Here at the bottom of the 7th. This is off the inside. Ball one. And that's a base hit. Throw comes back in. The tying run stops at third with nobody out.
Well, that was a important bat in this game, so a great job there stepping up to the challenge. Just a cookie down the middle. I mean, those are the ones you dream about. The ones in the cage, you're just hoping you get in the ball game. Right down the middle, not a whole lot of velocity, right on top of it.
The possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. Nobody out. Next offering upstairs.
In the infield at the corners, don't be surprised to see them come home first and prevent that run from scoring.
And that one fouled off. And the right-hander deals. And a ground ball to first. Oh, great stop. The throw's offline. He's safe. Tied up at 8-all. Now here is Yanni Hernandez. Pirates with a new arm on the mound. Scott Alexander. And that's in for a strike.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
Oh, that's it.
Breaking ball inside. And the count is 1-1. Swings and pulls it foul to the right side. Encarnacion Strand over at second. Profar on at first with nobody out. High chopper to third. And one away in the bottom of the seventh.
That's a huge defensive play in the late stages of the game. It might not be the most challenging we've seen today, but it needed to be made. That's helping your team.
2 on, 1 out. Here's the Reds catcher, Adrian Del Castillo. Calling for the intentional walk, and that loads up the bases. And the force play is now in order. So back to the top of the Reds lineup. Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds.
Tough situation right here. It's so important as a pitcher to get ahead in the count as he did right there.
The 0-1 is outside, and it's a ball and a strike. Left-hand batter waits. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. On the ground to short. Base hit. 1 run in already. The throw home. Save. It's 10-8.
Well, a big swing of the bat right there. Didn't try to do too much with it. Just a really controlled, simple swing. We don't see a whole lot of that these days with guys trying to launch and hit home runs. But sometimes you got to shorten up just like that.
Next to hit, TJ Friedel. Swing and a miss. Going to 1. Still only 1 out here in the inning. Double steal. Tapped softly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Ball 1 low. Next offering misses down and away.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 on, 1 out. And there's a hit. Headed for the plate. The throw in. Safe.
That's back-to-back singles for him. Nice job going the opposite way with it, letting the ball travel and not allowing the barrel to hook around the ball. It's so frustrating when you see a good pitch and your hands roll over. It was on the outside part of the plate.
Zach Jackson gets the ball now.
And he's done a great job keeping the ball in the park this year. The numbers stack up with some of the best in the game.
And the batter now, Matt McClain. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Righty to the plate. And strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
And that's off the inside edge. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Popped in the air. Left field. Reynolds snags it.
Just pulled off of it a little bit right there. That front shoulder coming open instead of staying closed. If he does that, he's going to be able to go up the middle the other way with some authority instead of a fly out to left.
Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Bounce to the right side. Miranda takes it himself, ends the inning after they racked up a bunch of runs. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Number 31. Now it's going to be Gabriel Moreno. Here comes a pitch. Just missed.
Well, it's critical right here that they bear down and turn in some quality at bats. Try to chip away at that lead, because if it gets to the 9th, that closer's coming in.
The wind of the pitch. Fouled off. He was late. Right-handed reliever. Fights it off. He'll see another. The wind, the kick, and the 1-2. Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Throw to first. In time to get him. 1 away in the strikeout. Now it's the second baseman, Ezekiel Duran. And a swing and a miss.
0-1.
That's down and in. Base is empty, one away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Del Castillo makes the grab for the second out. 2 outs, base is empty. Jack Sawinski, the next Pirate to hit.
Sawinski.
First pitch just misses. And a foul ball. Next offering misses, and it's 2-1.
1 strike.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Left-hand hitter waits.
3-2.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And that one in the air center field. Has a beat on it. Makes the catch, inning over. And welcome back to the ballpark. On to the bottom of the 8th. In now for the Reds, Spencer Steer. And a pitch. Jackson in his 6th season, 31 years old, and he was a 3rd-round pick back in 2016. Swings and blasts one deep to left center. A dive, and he can't haul it in. In safely with a double, his 2nd of the day.
Clearly seeing the ball very well in this one. Pretty much just a textbook double into the gap, and when you can drop one in there between the outfielders, you know you're making the turn at first. Just an excellent swing.
Encarnacion Strand stands in now, looks at that one inside. Swings through that. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Next offering in there for a strike. Now 1-2.
2 strikes.
And he chases that one. Not what you're looking for after the leadoff double. A strikeout, and there's one away. Jurickson Profar, the next to hit. He's been a great free agent side. Inside, almost got him. Swing and a miss.
1-1.
Out towards right center field. Sizes this one up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down. So up next, Yanni Hernandez. And first offering is fouled off. 2 outs and 1 in scoring position. And that's in there at the knees.
0-2.
Just misses with that one. Out to short, Cruz. 3rd out. Back now, and on the mound, the closer, Alexis Diaz.
I think closer has to be one of the toughest jobs in baseball. We see a pretty high turnover rate because of it. Every outing seems to be high pressure, this one included. We'll see if he can wrap up the win and get himself a save.
So digging in, Jose Miranda. So they're making a move for a bat off the bench. Brandon Bell.
No, last chance for him here, hoping he can be a catalyst for some type of 9th inning comeback.
The pitch. Late on that fastball. Diaz, a former All-Star. He features a slider, a 4th pitcher on here, Sam Moe.
And I can't imagine any save is an easy one. You're holding a small lead on the scoreboard, and you know those hitters are going to give you the best at-bats they can. So it's always high stress. Let's see what he's got here to try and close it out.
The 0-1. And a swing and a miss.
2 strikes.
And it skips in the dirt. Swings and misses. It's a strikeout. Key Brian Hayes, the next Pirate to hit.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. Del Castillo makes the grab. There's 2 away. So it's their last chance in this one. Now the number 2 hitter, O'Neal Cruz. There's a strike. Look out! And it hit him.
Well, anytime one of your hitters gets drilled, it catches everyone's attention in the dugout, and you know what? It kind of gets you fired up.
Runner at first with 2 away. Now it's the right fielder, Akil Baddoo. Wouldn't chase that time. That one pushed to the left and foul. Cruz off of first with 2 away. This could end it. Two outs. Right through there, got him. And that'll do it.
Well, this was flat out an incredible comeback. I'm almost speechless. This team showed patience. They grinded out the at-bats and had quality at-bats. Did exactly what they needed to climb back in a ball game with this kind of deficit. Excellent job to get the W today.
And your final 11-8. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
For our ball game tonight, for the victorious Cincinnati Reds, 11 runs on an even 20 hits. No errors, they left 11 runners on base. For the Pirates, 8 runs on 13 hits. No errors, they left 4 runners on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 19 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.